So you guys, I just watched OKC play the Charlotte Hornets. We lost against the Memphis Grizzlies and we barely edged out Charlotte, but the same reason why we barely edged out Charlotte is the very same reason we lost to the Memphis Grizzlies. Number one, we're trying to experiment. It looks like we're trying to experiment with the lineups. Gallinari's out right now, and OKC's just trying to see what it has. So Donovan's experiment with the lineups. But not only that, but there's a lot of these teams, man, like Charlotte Hornets and Memphis Grizzlies that have some grit. You know what I'm saying? They're moving all around. They're a little bit faster than us. They have a step over us, and so if you give them an inch, they'll take a mile. So you can't give them that type of thing. Um, what we're gonna have to start doing is this. I noticed the Memphis game shot too many threes. This game for the first three quarters, or should I say for the first, second, and most of the third quarter until the very end, we shot way too many threes, man. And this team is gonna have to get back to traditional basketball. We're gonna have to pretend like the three pointer don't even exist. We're gonna have to get back to the pick and roll, the give and go, mid range. We're gonna have to do a lot of mid range and drive into the basket. Because if it wasn't for a number of plays that Shai Gilgeous Alexander made for us, we wouldn't have even had a chance to even come up with at least half a chance of a win. So I credit Shai Gilgeous Alexander for his effort, specifically with those two steals that he made, and the fact that he drove with the basketball. You know, he didn't allow a 3 point missing 3 point shots and things like that dictate his game. He was realizing that okay, there's a need for us to score because this team was specifically Graham. Graham was shooting it from way out, just popping, man. I don't know who that guy is personally, but he was hitting those shots, and a lot of the shots weren't falling for us, specifically from deep. So anytime we're struggling from deep, specifically with a three pointer, our team needs to realize that we have to get a traditional 3 point play, which means driving to the hoop, drawing a foul, getting the other team in early foul trouble. Because right now, Gallinari's on load management. I know they're saying, "Oh, his ankle's hurting" or whatever. No, it's load management. So I guess they've given him, telling him to take as much time as he needs. But if that's the case, we need to see more of Hervey. I'm just kind of curious to see what his game's gonna be like. And also, if we're missing so many three pointers like that, that means we need to go back to the fundamentals of basketball, specifically when involving shooting. What I'd like to see is us, shooting as if we're making, a layup or something like that off the backboard. I don't want to see it off the backboard, but just make it as if you have uh, OCD, obsessive compulsive disorder with the net, right? When I was growing up as a kid, I grew up being a Steve Kerr fan. He was one of my favorite shooters. And when I watched Steve Kerr play, every time Jordan would give him the ball, he would make the net pop. And of course, our rivals like John Stockton and Jeff Hornacek, being the great shooters that they were on that squad on Utah Jazz, it just seemed like they made the net pop. So I got obsessed with the net pop. And the same thing that I got obsessed by is the same thing that OKC needs to get obsessed by. Get obsessed with that net to make it pop. Go back to the fundamentals of what makes you a great shooter. When you start, I'll put it this way: when you know you're a great shooter, you start trying different things and how to make different shots from different angles, using the backboard, things like that. You start becoming just more of a precise shooter. So if OKC can get back to those fundamentals, then we can work our way outside to the 3 point shot. But until then, we need to start just driving to the hoop, going for the original 3 point play, which is the foul and one. But OKC, if you're going to win these games, specifically the ones that are coming up now, you got to face the Dallas Mavericks and some of these other teams. You're going to have to learn how to play together, space the floor better, start, or should I say, stop shooting outside shots, and just, be more precise, you know what I mean? And get in transition, you know what I'm saying? Hustle. Uh, some of these teams you aren't going to be able to keep up with, like Sacramento. You're just going to get ran off the court. But with a team like Sacramento, you pass the ball to spread them out, tire them out offensively and defensively. They're going to tire themselves out offensively enough, but defensively, when they have to come back down the court and you're spreading the ball around, it's just going to get too tiring to chase and run after all that. So what you need to do is just do those few things, and you guys will be on your way. Because right now, you guys slipped up. You struggled scoring. You shot too many 3-pointers that we didn't need. And, it just is what it is. But let's bounce back and get that chemistry we had before Christmas break. Anyway, that's all for now, you guys. I'm glad Burton is playing. Burton, stop shooting those threes, man. Just drive. That's it. Drive until you get your mid-range. Drive. That's the key. Anyway, that's all I got for now, you guys. Thunder up.